Puhutaan suomee. Welcome to part 2 of this conversational Finnish learning material. This time you will learn to ask for a specific language to be used and explain your own language skills. This material is always in 2 parts. In the first part you will learn the topic by repetition, and in the second part I will explain the grammar and vocabulary in more detail. We won't have any written Finnish in the first part of the video because I want you to train your ears to hear Finnish well. It might seem difficult at first to not have any written cues for pronunciation, but it will hopefully pay off in the long run. First, I will teach some phrases to talk about language use. Then you will learn to talk about your language skills. Then I have a short conversation with Riikka about our language preference and language skills. You will see translations in English for the phrases and as we speak. Remember to repeat after us so you'll memorize it. Puhuuko sä suomea? Puhuuko sä enkkuu? Haluatko sä, että puhutaan suomeksi? Haluatko sä, että puhutaan enkuksi? Joo. En. Voidaanko puhua suomeksi? Voidaanko puhua enkuksi? Sopii? Ei. Mä en osaa yhtään. Mä en osaa yhtään ranskaa. Mä puhun vähän. Mä puhun vähän kiinaa. Mä osaan vähän. Mä osaan vähän japania. Mä puhun ihan hyvin. Mä puhun ruotsia ihan hyvin. Mä puhun tosi hyvin. Mä puhun enkkuu tosi hyvin. Mai, puhuuko sä suomea?
Joo. Mä puhun suomea ihan hyvin. Haluatko sä, että puhutaan suomeksi?
En. Voidaanko puhua ruotsiksi?
Mä en osaa yhtään ruotsia. Voidaanko puhua enkuksi?
Sopii. Mä puhun enkkuu tosi hyvin. In this section, I'll explain some things we learned today. I also want to point out that this part of the lesson is always for elaborating on the topic but not necessary to learn in order to speak Finnish. You might have recognized that in puhuuko sä suomea and puhutaanko suomeksi, the word for Finnish is different. Suomee and suomeksi. They are the same word, but you need to use a different form of the word in the different phrases. The word is in different cases. To explain what cases are, we have the following example. In English, you can conjugate verbs. I eat and I ate. Both eat and ate are different forms of the same word, and you use a specific form to carry a specific meaning. In this case, the difference gives us information about time when the eating occurred. In Finnish, you can also conjugate nouns to use them in more versatile ways. Although it's not called conjugating, but declinating. The different possible forms of the same noun are called cases. Let's dig deeper into this. Puhuuko sä means do you speak? When talking about languages that you can speak, the name of the language needs to be in partitive case. Partitive case has many uses in Finnish, but it usually implies that you mean part of a thing, not the full thing. Thus it's called partitive. Partitive has many versatile uses, and you will learn more about partitive later on. For now, you just have to know that puhuuko sä needs the name of the language in partitive. This means that we have to decline the name of the language. For example, Finnish is suomi, and for partitive case we get suomee. There are rules to help you decline words, but I would honestly just recommend learning it first by heart. We will later in the series start to pick up the logic ourselves, but you should build a little bit of intuition first, so just learn these for now. Here are names of some languages in partitive. Suomee, Enkku, Ruotsi, Ranskaa, Venäjää, Japania, Kiinaa, Saksaa, Koreaa. The same goes for talking about your language skills. Mä en osaa yhtään. Mä puhun vähän. Mä osaan vähän. Mä puhun ihan hyvin. And mä puhun tosi hyvin. All need the name of the language in partitive. So I would say, mä en osaa yhtään koreaa. Now for haluuks sä, et puhutaan and voidaanko puhua, we can use a different case. Translative. We actually can also use the partitive case, but it carries a nuanced difference in meaning. Translative always ends with ksi, that most often gets shortened to ks when speaking. So from suomeksi, you can pick up that this is translative since it ends with ks. Translative also has versatile usage that you will learn more in detail later on. Now, you just have to remember that for these phrases, you might come across a different form of the name of the language. Here are the same languages as earlier in translative. Suomeksi, Enkuksi, Ruotsiksi, Ranskaksi, Venäjäksi, Japaniksi, Kiinaksi, Saksaksi, Koreaksi. Today, we took our first steps towards understanding noun cases. The lack of them in many languages, like English, make them often difficult, but we will learn them in small bits, so don't worry to take your time learning them. That's all for now. Ensi kertaan!